Hey guys, I know that many of you love the idea of socialism. And I used to too. I mean, who doesn't want the idea of everyone coming together, loving each other, cooperating, providing for each other, and all getting along? This sounds fantastic, right? But yet it doesn't really work that way. And even the pilgrims, when they first came to America, there were waves of pilgrims, and one of the waves, they kept trying this whole idea of everyone sharing the responsibility and sharing the outcome, and you know what? It never worked. They kept dying, and it wasn't until they each had their own plot of land that they actually were able to survive and then thrive. But liberals, and I know because I was one, liberals tend to believe that if we just create the right circumstances, people will rise to the occasion and it'll be great. But the reality is it doesn't work that way. In fact, it never will work that way. So where does the idea of socialism come from? That's the question. Why do we have that in our mind as an ideal situation? And I was really thinking about this the other day. And I think maybe the idea comes from God. Now, people will say that Jesus was a socialist. And, Jesus did say, share your bread and break bread and take care of each other. But that was a model for the church. His instruction was for believers. Because government wasn't supposed to be God. Believers were supposed to reflect God, love each other, and love their neighbor, and love God the same, right? So that worked for believers, potentially. For the rest of us, not so much. But maybe, just maybe, socialism, the idea of socialism, comes from a vision from God of what heaven will be like. Maybe we have to wait till heaven, till we are perfected in Christ, to really have the ability to live the way that we talk about when it comes to socialism, where we're all, giving and receiving, and it's loving each other and getting along, and there's no strife or division or classes or racism or sexism. Maybe that's really not for this earth. It's a nice idea. It's never worked anywhere. It usually leads to death and destruction, because maybe, just maybe, it's really meant to be saved for heaven. So what can you do? Well, make sure you get there. And by doing that, you'll get to enjoy it when it happens. And until then, enjoy liberty and freedom and capitalism. See you later.